I've brought you the list of some of the most expensive yachts owned by American billionaires. Now we're going to do the same thing with Africa's richest billionaires. Because when it comes down to it, no matter where you're from or what continent you live on, sailing on a massive, luxurious sea craft is fun, cool, and almost certainly worth the exorbitant price of admission. So let's get into it, shall we? Number 7. Nana. Femi Otedola, $3 million. First off, we have a Sunseeker Predator 108 motor yacht, owned by the Nigerian billionaire Femi Otedola. Femi is a businessman, former chairman of Forte Oil plc, and is the founder of Xenon Petroleum and Gas Limited. In short, he's got that sweet, sweet oil money and a net worth of $1.8 billion. He clearly likes the more luxurious things in life. I mean, judging by the yacht alone. But when he isn't on the water, he's driving his Mercedes SLR McLaren or his Rolls-Royce Phantom. Can't disembark from a yacht like this just to hail a taxi after all. So what kind of yacht is Nana? Well, it's a 33-meter yacht great for sailing through more narrow waterways. She has a fiberglass hull and is powered by 3 MTU engines, meaning this baby goes fast. She has a cruising speed of 35 knots, easily beating out quite a few yachts out there, and her top speed goes as high as 45 knots. I mean, for $3 million, you could ask for that much at least. Nana can accommodate up to 8 guests and 4 crew members, and they can stay on the water as long as they want. The yacht carries 11,000 liters of fuel on board and 1,800 liters of water. The thought of fueling this thing makes my wallet hurt. But Femi is one of Africa's richest businessmen, and he makes his fortune from oil and gas. I don't think his yacht ever gets thirsty. Number 6. Sokar. Mohammed Al Fayed, $10 million. Next, we have a yacht that once belonged to billionaire Egyptian businessman, former football club owner, and all-around very rich man, Mohammed Al Fayed. The Sokar is exactly the kind of luxury yacht you expect a man worth $2.1 billion to own. Built in Italy back in 1990, this is a 64-meter yacht built by the Italian super yacht yard Codicasa. It underwent extensive refitting from 1997 to 1999 and had some work done on it, including a 5-meter stern extension, an interior revamp by Howard and Horsfield. It got a second refitting back in 2015, making this yacht very much worth its $10 million cost. Sokar features a spacious and exquisitely designed interior, capable of sleeping up to 18 guests across its 9 staterooms, which includes a master suite that comes with a private lounge and office. And then there's the 8 double staterooms, all complete with ensuite bathrooms. You could live on this boat if you wanted to. Shoot, I would. I mean, when you have features like a large main saloon, a beautiful formal dining room on the upper deck, a bar, a study, and office space, you're gonna have to drag me off this boat when we dock. And that's not to mention the 2 alfresco dining areas on this thing, the jacuzzi, and the swim platform this yacht comes with. Yes, I will be kicking and screaming. This baby is equipped with 2 3,760 horsepower engines. It's built with a steel hull and an aluminum superstructure, meaning performance-wise, she can keep up pretty well, moving at a cruising speed of 11 knots and a top speed of 20 knots. Sokar can cover 6,900 nautical miles before docking. Genuinely surprised Mohammed would end up selling this yacht. Well, it isn't the Sokar anymore. It's been renamed to the Bash by its current owner, Bassem Haidar. Number 5. Hyken. Isabel dos Santos, $35 million. Formerly owned by the Angolan billionaire Isabel dos Santos, this 49.8-meter super yacht is fit enough for royalty, and Isabel is maybe the closest thing to Angolan royalty. She's the eldest child of Angola's former president and dictator, José Eduardo dos Santos, who ruled the country for over 30 years. She was once considered Africa's richest woman by Forbes magazine, with a net worth of $3.5 billion. If I was the billionaire spawn of a dictator, I'd have a whole fleet of super yachts. But Isabel keeps it relatively simple with her $35 million Hyken and her other 44 and 37-meter yachts. Who am I kidding? Isabel dos Santos does not keep it simple. Hyken was built back in 2014. It's a 50-meter semi-displacement yacht, built out of aluminum, which means this baby can go pretty fast. It has a top speed of 23 knots and is powered by 2 MTU engines. Its exterior was designed by Frank Laupman of Omega Architects, and its interior, it's sweet, sweet interior, by Francesco Paskowski. The Hyken can accommodate 8 crew members and 12 guests in absolute absolute luxury. The Hyken was originally built for the billionaire developer Christian Candy, who named it the Monaco Wolf after his pet dog. Oh, wait, he named it after his twin daughters, whose names are Isabella Monaco and Cayman Wolf? Oops, my bad. Despite its badass name, the Monaco Wolf was sold in 2016 for $30 million to Isabel dos Santos and her husband, who changed the name to Hyken for some reason. In 2020, the yacht was sold again, this time to Neville Crichton, who regrettably did not return its name back to Monaco Wolf. Number 4. Yemoja Dende Fernandez. $40 million. Formerly owned by the Nigerian business magnate and diplomat Dende Fernandez, this yacht was formerly named Yemoja, which means mermaid in Yoruba. And let me tell you, it's a pretty damn thick mermaid. This yacht was built by Feedship from the Netherlands. It's 46.9 meters long with an 8.6 meter long beam. It's certainly not the biggest yacht out there, but it's ranked the 1,222nd largest yacht in the world. Damn, there are quite a few behemoths out there, even on this list. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Her exterior was designed by Fritz de Vogt, who also completed the naval architecture and has designed about 66 yachts, while her interior was built by Larvor. She is built with a teak deck, a steel hull, and an aluminum superstructure. Yemoja can easily accommodate 8 guests and up to 10 crew members. Her first owner was actually the late diplomat, who was known for being a globetrotter and quite the partier as well. No surprise he would scoop up a yacht to fit his lifestyle. And I think he made a pretty solid choice with this one. And I know what you're thinking. I've never even stepped foot on this yacht before, but judging by its specs alone, you can't exactly blame me for my assumption. She has a top speed of 14.5 knots, and she boasts a maximum range of 3,800 nautical miles at cruising speed. Her power comes from 2 thirsty Caterpillar diesel engines. Good thing the yacht carries 60,600 liters of fuel on board and 16,200 liters of water. The super yacht was considered one of Dende's many places of pleasure and leisure, and he really needed as many as he could get. He did have 6 wives after all. That is until his death in 2015. The yacht has been renamed, no longer called Yemoja, now called the SEO unfriendly Hud. Yeah, good luck Googling that. Number 3. Maria Aliko Dangote. $43 million. Next, we have the yacht belonging to the richest man in Africa, cement and sugar magnate, chairman and CEO of Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, with a net worth of $14 billion. If you're like me, you probably expected the richest man on the continent to have a humongous yacht fitting that title. But it turns out Dangote isn't much of a sailing man. He prefers other luxury vehicles, like his $2 million Bugatti Veyron, his $1 million Maybach 57S, or his much more useful private jet, the $14 million Bombardier's Global Express XRS. That's not to say his yacht is anything to sneeze at. Maria is a 33-meter-long motor yacht. It was built in the United Kingdom by Sunseeker back in 2009. She is a true sport boat yacht. Previously called the infinitely better name Sea-Doo for Dad, Maria is powered by 3 MTU engines, which give her a cruising speed of 28 knots, and when you let her loose, she goes all the way up to 42 knots at her top speed. The yacht carries 11,000 liters of fuel on board and 1,800 liters of water, meaning despite her size, she can comfortably accommodate 8 guests and 4 crew members, while taking a long, luxurious cruise on the water. Sea-Doo for Dad, or should I say, Maria, when ranked by size, is the 4,150th largest yacht in the world and is the 115th largest yacht built by Sunseeker, far smaller than yachts owned by other similarly wealthy billionaires, like Roman Abramovich, with his insanely massive 536-foot yacht Eclipse, which, fun fact, is roughly the size of a missile cruiser. Then again, you can't exactly navigate a yacht that large through every waterway, or without scaring your host country that you're packing a whole army on board. Number 2. Illusion Kola Aluko. $65 million. Formerly owned by the Nigerian business magnate Kola Aluko, Illusion is an incredibly luxurious yacht built by super yacht masters Hessen, formerly known as Galactica Star, before given the incredibly popular yacht name Illusion. I mean, seriously, there are like 3 yachts named Illusion out there. This yacht was bought by oil and gas billionaire Kola Aluko for a lot of money. He's not number 2 on this list for no reason. This 64-meter motor yacht was designed by mega architects and had its interiors done by Bannenberg and Rowell Design. It was designed to accommodate 12 guests, with 1 master cabin, 1 VIP, and 4 double staterooms. I mean, we all know who gets the masters. What I want to know is how they decide who gets the VIP room. A fight to the death in international waters, maybe? If it's international waters you're looking for, though, Illusion has you covered. This boat was built for long-range cruising, with a 4,200 nautical mile range. You'll be getting ample time to relax on the water, and if you want to go island hopping, Illusion is more than capable of reaching top speeds of up to 28 knots. Cola purchased the Illusion back in 2013, and he had a good few years to really put it through its paces. It was seized and sold in 2019 by the United States government, following a few controversies surrounding the billionaire. The yacht was eventually purchased by American businessman David Mackenzie for $42 million. They could have waited a couple of years. I just need to put out like 5 new videos every hour. Sure, I would have made that money in no time. Number 1. Bodice 1. King Mohammed VI. $100 million. You just know that a yacht owned by actual royalty is gonna be crazy luxurious. The Bodice isn't just owned by a billionaire. It's owned by one of the richest heads of state in the world, Mohammed VI. The King of Morocco isn't just the leading businessman, banker, agricultural producer, and landowner in Morocco. He also has a pretty great taste in yachts. And with an estimated $960,000 a day operating budget for running his palace, you know he's got the change to own a sick yacht. Bodice was built by Perini Navi and delivered back in 2016. And to nobody's surprise, it's one of the largest yachts Perini Navi ever put out. I mean, this thing is 230 feet. It can easily and luxuriously accommodate 12 guests with a crew of 11. The yacht was designed by Philippe Briand and its interiors by PH Design, and they did a pretty stellar job. It won Sailing Yacht of the Year at the 2017 World Super Yacht Awards and won the category for sailing yachts 40 meters and above. Of course, this beauty was picked up real quick by a literal king. If he didn't do it, I'd have done it, and then promptly found myself in jail for grand theft. The yacht was bought for $100 million by Mohammed VI in 2018. He named it the Bodice 1. I have no idea what that means. Feel free to let me know in the comments, will you? The interiors can hold up to 12 guests in 6 luxury cabins. But be sure to call dibs real quick when you get on this yacht, because not every room is as luxurious as the last. There's a large master suite, 2 less incredible but still decked out VIP staterooms, and 3 double cabins. This baby is powered by 2 MTU 1,930 horsepower diesel engines and is propelled by twin-screw propellers, giving the Bodice 1 a respectable top speed of 17.5 knots and a comfortable cruising speed of 12.5 knots. I certainly wouldn't mind working in his palace, especially if they put me on sailing duty, let me tell you. So which one of these yachts do you think is the most luxurious? And which group of billionaires do you want me to cover next? If you like this video, you're gonna love the video on screen. Why don't you give it a click and see what I mean? See you there.